This section is going to focus on kids who are bystanders. Remember that bullying rarely occurs in the absence of bystanders. 85% of the time, a bystander is present for the bullying. There are a lot of reasons that kids who are bystanders don't get involved. The biggest one is the fear of getting caught in the middle and being bullied themselves. They fear retaliation at a later time. They believe that adults will not be helped, and if adults get involved, they're going to make it worse. Kids also experience a lot of social pressure to not get involved. They may not like the kid who's the target, and so therefore it's easy to not get involved. They might believe that telling an adult about bullying is a form of tattling. Or they might benefit in some way from the victimization of the target. Again, it's important that our kids know the difference between tattling and telling. Tattling is designed to get someone into trouble. Telling or reporting is designed to get someone out of trouble. Kids who are bystanders need help too. We need to provide them and practice with them information that's going to be helpful. We need them to tell us who's involved, what's happening, how the child's being bullied, how often it's happening, where it's happening, and who else is involved. We may also need to work with our kids to make a plan of action to address the situation safely. We might have to role play with our kids who are bystanders to help them to know exactly what they would like to say or do without becoming bullies themselves. We need to teach our kids to be assertive and to talk to the adults about the situation. For example, if your child knew of a friend who was being abused at home, ask them if they would tell. Bullying is about kids abusing each other, and we need to be able to ask for help in those times. In this section, I'm going to ask you to consider what you're willing to do to help stop the problem of bullying with kids. In order to get kids to commit to making changes, we as adults need to demonstrate that we are committed to change as well. So I'll ask you, how committed are you? The biggest obstacle to stopping bullying is often the attitudes and behaviors of adults. Again, none of us want to believe that it could be our child who's bullying. But are you willing to establish clear and specific rules about bullying? Are you willing to provide immediate and consistent consequences for bullying and for prosocial behaviors? Are you willing to encourage children to report bullying when they see it? And most importantly, are you willing to have regular conversations of character with your children? One of the things that we need to keep in mind is that we're asking our kids to speak up a lot about bullying and to give us information. We can be reluctant to do the same thing, especially when we have to go to schools and talk to the teachers about this. So consider how you can improve communication between educators and yourself. As a parent, how do you feel when you're in your child's school? Do you feel welcome, or do you feel like you're in the way? How often do you have contact with the educators and the staff that are at your child's school? It's important to have regular and consistent partnerships with your educators at school. Don't just get involved once a situation has reached a crisis or if there's a problem. Get involved and stay involved. Make sure that you share both positive information and concerns about your child and the classroom with teachers. How are you sharing information with your child's educators about the positive things that you see that they're doing with your child, along with your concerns? We all like to hear the wonderful things we're doing. It makes the negative things a little bit easier to take. Talk with your children about bullying and mistreatment. Parents usually don't start these conversations about bullying with their kids, and we already know that kids aren't talking to parents about it. Find out if there's a prevention program at your child's school for bullying. Best practice models about bullying prevention involve increasing awareness and understanding, just like you're doing right now by watching this video. Taking that awareness and using strategies and putting them directly into the school classroom. We have to collaborate all together to make this work. Kids need information, teachers need information, and parents need information. We have to have also increased supervision. It's very difficult for teachers to see and hear everything that's happening, especially when bullying only takes about 37 seconds to happen. We want to help kids focus on skill building instead of just punishing them for negative behaviors. So I'm going to ask, will you help? On behalf of Buddies Not Bullies, I'm asking you to help us build healthy relationships in our community. I'm going to ask for that help in 2 ways. Use your awareness to share information with others. Share our website. Tell other people about our videos. Talk to your children and your grandchildren about bullying and mistreatment. Ask them about bullying at school and online. Listen to what they can tell you, and ask how you can help. Volunteer at your child or your grandchild's school during recess or lunch once a month. This small investment of time will pay huge dividends to let kids know that we as adults are interested in what's going on at school. And finally, if you're interested in getting involved a bit more, we here at Buddies Not Bullies always need folks to help out in our organization. You can find our contact information at the end of this video.